Down-home flavors, family recipes, and cooking from scratch are getting lots of love in Los Angeles, where Becky the Pie Mom reigns supreme. She's the mother of all pies at the Pie Hole.
It was my dream to open a pie shop even when my kids were little. Pie is love. It was love at my house. It was the gathering of the ingredients and the feelings that we had doing it together.
It may have seemed pie in the sky at the time, but when her son Matt grew up, he and his wife Lindsay thought everyone should enjoy Becky's spectacular pies.
What's so beautiful about my husband is that he just really wanted to make his mom's dream come true.
Now, sharing it with LA, I get that same warm, fuzzy feeling that I got when I baked with my children.
Everything's made from scratch. You can taste the difference.
Open your pie hole for the carbs on carbs inspiration of mac and cheese pot pie.
Pie is supposed to make you happy. That's what we go for.
Chef Sarah goes for super salty water and calls in macaroni, which she slightly undercooks.
Because this bakes again once you put it into pot pie crust.
Mac, check. Cheese, please, starting with melted butter.
We're caramelizing onions, and that's low and slow.
The onions reach maximum sweetness, then it's California creamin'. And mustard is a must.
It has a little Dijon in it for a little bit of tang, a little bit of zing to it.
She stirs in love and nostalgia.
Mac and cheese reminds me of my family reunions. I have a lot of Southern relatives, and mac and cheese features pretty heavily.
That's what America's all about. Speaking of which...
So American cheese has a very low melt point, and that just helps everything get nice and gooey, really delicious.
Then she gives it some edge with a little sharp cheddar.
Nice and mixed, no dry spots. Every noodle's got some cheese on it.
Let's just eat this and call it a day.
But we're a pie shop, so this is going to go into a savory pot pie.
Go! She gets it in the tin impressively.
Egg wash around the edges so that it forms a good seal. If it's not sealed well, it will just explode everywhere.
The mac and cheese is so rich and creamy that Sarah uses an ice cream scoop to soft serve it up. More dough to tuck it all in, and then the edges get a trim.
Pie hole.
Some buttered crumbs kissed with parsley and garlic. The love bakes right in. Then Sarah pops them out, because these pies are served naked.
That's a Mac attack.
It's flaky, and it's about to mix into all the cheesy flavors.
And I love this crust topping here. You can see all the different herbs on top. And this gives it that added flavor like it was baked with the crust.
It's salty, it's savory, it's got this crunchy texture to it, which blends in really nicely with the soft mac and cheese.
Perfectly cooked pasta and loads of cheese.
So velvety, it's smooth, and I love the texture of the little tube noodles. Every tube's filled with cheese.
I love that it's in pie form, of course. I can get both of my favorite comfort foods, and I know every time I come here, it's gonna be super good.
Downtown LA goes Downton Abbey with Pie Hole's perfectly proper Earl Grey tea pie.
Imagine drinking a cup of tea, pinky out with your biscuit. That's what the flavor is going to be.
Instead of taking her tea with cream, Sarah takes her cream with tea. Lots of tea. Tea-rific. She steps up the steep with a squeeze and a stir.
Pie is worth the whisk.
Pour over white chocolate, mix until melted, and we got ganache. Chocolate takes the tea and biscuit flavor from pinky out to thumbs up. When it's cool, Sarah folds in fresh whipped cream to make it a mousse.
The tricky part about mousse is they can go flat if you fold them too much.
Sarah keeps it fluffy and lets it cool. Then she tees up a dark chocolate ganache.
Dark chocolate offsets the really, really sweet white chocolate, so it just gives it an interesting flavor.
The creamy chocolate gets layered onto the bottom of Pie Hole's rich rustic crust.
A little sea salt just cuts the sweetness of the chocolate, accentuating it a little bit.
Toasted pistachios add a flavorful crunch. Then a thick layer of Earl Grey white chocolate mousse, topped with whipped cream and pistachio crown jewels.
And that's the Earl Grey, only at Pie Hole.
It has the Earl Grey flavor, and the whipped cream is so fresh.
It's got that nice velvety texture that goes perfect with that cream. The pistachios add a nice little crunch on top.
I like the texture, and the whipped cream is light and heavenly like a cloud. So you get this like crunchy, soft thing, and it's a good marriage of texture and flavor. It's wonderful.
It's as sweet as you.
Oh.
It's down-home family goodness in downtown LA at the Pie Hole. A sweet dream that came true.
Happiness one slice at a time.